Epilepsy mattress.
Thank you.
For this epilepsy mattress, I get the neighbor. Where anyway, where party day, na in the register. Number 1, na in be name. In short, na in be the mark. As the minister, na in the mark number 1 as register.
And
Change now.
Not be that school you graduate. I know the school now.
Ma pick, I don't go answer you. Hello. You depress your throat for you.
I just enjoy the station.
Oh, my brotherhood, may enjoyment never see you and run away in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Took it. It's all over you. It's moving you around.
Happy.
Why? From the way, even this your fire way yours gone and better collect the fire back. Because now this fire now yours waste.
Now like the guy no get credit. He used 2 naira take all us.
He used 2 naira.
2 naira.
In short, make I stand this morning. Come again for a car. You know, from you, sir.
Yeah, I agree that time. Yeah, I agree.
I agree too, bros. Good evening.
Yeah, all I do.
We're very, very epileptic enjoyment.
We'll find our sponsor.
I enjoy the program. I enjoy the program.
I tell you, welcome, sir. What's your name, Abek?
My name is Undoka.
Okay, you're very welcome, sir.
Yes. During my secondary school days, you get one boy where the team they do. If you start this boy, the mat will go carry one mat like come cover, get time to keep a mat. The team,
like in best.
I'm telling you that. Waiting to the cooler. One boy went there for a class because
that guy like 2-1.
Uncle got a foul. That was a foul mouth. Even as the man credit don't finish. Okay, we go pick this last one. So where this one go? Okay, okay, this one on disconnection.
Talk, talk my talk, because your talk, you know, go like my talk if you talk. And I mean, always say, if you know, say you get math order, no start quarrel. I mean, not use your weakness.
I'm waiting up to make an old stand my own side out. In short, offer and out. Nonsense. In short, say, offer and out for you. I'm tired of you. It's just what do you know? Kabiria itoyo agwa basi kenyega no ene na somo ni somo lu god ani egambio don no ye mi gbidu ayo ngbara wa ni ni kabina me ibon kam ke yafon kizan ni gan igbo wenyen ani ewo gambio gboro no ye gbidu.
Depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
To arrest and prosecute him immediately. An Ogoni group has again dragged the federal government, Minister of Environment, Shell Petroleum Development Company, Chairman, Hydrocarbon Pollution and Remediation Project, HYPREP, Board of Trustees, and acting project coordinator of HYPREP to a federal high court in Port Harcourt. This time, the Ogoni group, under the aegis of Ogoni Liberation Initiative, are demanding the total decommissioning of dilapidated assets and facilities of Shell in Ogoni land to enhance effective and comprehensive cleanup as recommendation by UNEP. The Chief Executive Officer of Ogoni Liberation Initiative, Dr. Fabreke Douglas, expressed concerns that 5 years
researches in other areas.
Douglas further called on the federal government to partner with Ogoni people on the implementation of what he termed Ogoni Economic Recovery Plan.
Because the people have suffered, the people have died. See with me, a particular ethnic group that lost 9 persons at a time, hanged to death, is very historic in the whole Africa. It has not happened anywhere. Such sacrifice should bring a relief and a blessing to the people. You understand? So we are able to make that economic recovery plan to work with whoever that will come there and say, look, we need to work together. We are interested in this business. These are what that can be done because the youth are growing every day. Everybody cannot work in the oil industry. You understand? So that is what we call the economic recovery plan.
The people of Rundile community in Emowa local government area of River State are demanding to know if they are still part of the local government following what they described as neglect in political appointments and infrastructural development. The people of Rundile, in an open letter addressed to the political leaders of Emowa, said things have totally turned against their people, in contrast to what other communities enjoy. According to the letter signed by Hekerim Unity and Alex Owo Ibani, who are members of Rundile Development Frontiers, the people demanded to be treated with utmost sense of equality and fairness instead of being seen as second-class citizens. Traders at the Rumokoro Rumodma Slaughter Market have raised an alarm over what they described as illegal collections by the owners of the market. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent Ifunaya Obemendukwe, the traders who pleaded anonymity claimed that they were asked to pay the rent for the few months during which the River State government ordered a curfew around the market. The respondent said the rent the federal government is planning to figure may significantly reduce as the federal government receives more donations of the private sector. The minister added that the resident doctors in Nigeria have been explaining the reasons for their decision to embark on another round of strike starting from tomorrow. The president of National Association of Resident Doctors in Nigeria, Uyilawa Ukwa Ihisui, who appeared on a live television program, said the government is yet to address most of their demands since they suspended their last indoor Zankoro near Ungwangyako in Chikun local government area, which forced the vehicle to somersault, leading to the deaths of 6 persons. In a separate incident, armed bandits attacked residents at Iburu village in Kajuru local government area and killed 1 person. The statement said armed bandits invaded Hayinkanwa village of Fatika district in Giwa local government area and shot one Alhaji Sule, a businessman in the area, to death after he resisted the attempts to kidnap him. On the foreign scene, Niger's government says it has thwarted an attempted coup. Members of the presidential guard fought off a military unit that had tried to seize the presidential palace in the capital, Niamey, in the early hours of today. The attackers from a nearby air base fled when the guards responded with heavy shelling. The government spokesman said several people had been arrested. The attack took place 2 days before the swearing-in of new President Mohamed Bazoum. In the first democratic handover of power since Niger's independence, he is due to succeed Mahamadou Issoufou, who is stepping down after 7 to 5-year terms. The International Criminal Court has upheld the acquittal of Ivory Coast former President Laurent Gbagbo, who had been accused of crimes against humanity. Gbagbo, who is the first head of state to stand trial at the ICC, had been cleared of charges in connection with post-electoral violence in the West African nation more than a decade ago. But the prosecution had appealed against the decision, arguing that despite procedural errors, Gbagbo's guilt had been proved beyond reasonable doubt. This paves the way after a decade for his return to Ivory Coast, where he remains an influential figure. In sports, South Africa has sacked Molefi Nseki as the coach of its national team. The sack came 3 days after the country lost in Sudan and failed to qualify for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. The decision was announced at a press briefing in Soweto by South African Football Association Chief Executive Motlanthe. South Africa finished third in Group C behind Ghana and Sudan to continue a poor record in the competition. Since 2008, Bafana have played in 6 Cup of Nations qualifying competitions and reached the finals only twice. On entertainment, the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has redeemed his pledge of 10 million naira to each of the artists who performed at Burna Boy's homecoming concert. The concert, which was held in Port Pronouncement, has been carried out. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. The Rivers State government has declared one Genesis Miabaka wanted over alleged criminal activities. An Ogoni group has dragged the federal government. I am Wisdom Obina. Good evening and thank you for listening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Returns Market's new office alert. Hooray! Returns Market's multi-purpose cooperative society is finally here with a unique formula to better the lives of its members. Now has its new Port Harcourt address at number 31 GU Ake Road, immediately after Mercy House by Farm Road 1, Eliosu. Port Harcourt Returns.
Dashed hope when you assured the Calabar people during a meeting with us in Government House, Port Harcourt, that you are going to commence the first phase of the project. Today, you have not just fulfilled your promise of commencing this landmark project, but you equally approve an unprecedented 13.43 billion naira, the highest amount ever approved for a single project in Calabari land by any administration since the creation of Rivers State. To further demonstrate your commitment to the timely completion of this project, you also approve an irrevocable standing payment order of 1 billion naira monthly. How else can a leader demonstrate his love for his people? All we can say is thank you, Your Excellency, and may the Almighty God continue to endow you with wisdom to lead Rivers people. Sign, Awango Theophilus Ikalama.